Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to set up my TBR jar. So in my 2025 reading goals video, I talked about setting up a TBR jar to tackle my physical TBR, and I couldn't do it in January or February because I fell sick, and my reading just plummeted to an all-time low. I just read 2 books in January, but by late February, I picked up on my reading and I finally decided to give the TBR jar a try this year itself because I don't want to put it off for any longer. So since I'm beginning this in March, I really want to do something that is reasonable and something achievable, and I don't really want it to be a read it or unhaul it situation because I really want to give every book the best chance that it is going to get. But yes, if I want to DNF a book, I might unhaul it at some point. So my plan is, since I am starting in March, I really don't have that many time, and I only read 5 books on an average every month. So keeping that in mind, I've decided to do 20 books for the TBR jar, and yeah, and I've set up this little TBR jar also. So there will be 20 books for this TBR jar setup, and I have decided to divide them into 3. I was thinking of dividing it up genre wise because I have 3 moods: either I read happy books, or I read dystopian books, or I read something dark. So not horror, but still dark enough, I suppose. So based on that, I think thriller will be orange. This is orange, right? Yeah, so orange will be for thrillers, and I think romance and fantasies will be pink, and dystopian or sci-fi will usually come under green. So that is how I am going to divide it. And in case I forget about it, I've decided to keep a note card so that I don't unintentionally end up picking something that I am not in the mood for reading. So yes, we are going for it. That is, oh wow, that's a great choice of color. So we're going for romance, and fantasy will be pink. See, this is just so I saw this from Olivia Reads a Latte's channel. So she's a mood reader, and that's one of the main reasons I follow her channel. So she picks this read it or unhaul it jar according to her moods, because it's only fair to the books as well, and I think that's a clever idea. So I've decided to adopt it myself, and so I have decided to go orange for orange. Is this orange or yellow? Oh my god, I'm colorblind. It looks like orange to me. I don't know what it will look like in the camera. Anyhow, thrillers. And then finally, I think the green is for dystopian and sci-fi, because sometimes I'm really in the mood to read dystopian and sci-fi, and sometimes I just am not. So, you know, before 2025, my mood to read dystopian and sci-fi were way too often, but after 2020, it just plummeted. So I just want to get back into it because I enjoy the genre a lot. Oh, it's not visible. So no problem. So before 2020, I used to read a lot of dystopian, but now after that, it just plummeted to an all-time low. So I want to get back into the genre because I do enjoy, you know, how it reflects our historical or current situations, and I really like the parallels and that sort of thing. So sometimes I'm in the mood for that, and yeah, that sums it up. This is going to be the theme of my TBR jar. So I have basically 20 books. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pick 2 books per month, so 20 books, and I still have 10 months left. So starting from March, I will be picking 2 books. So that's why I'm making this TBR jar, because I have to set up my March. I won't call it TBR March TBR, because it's just March hopeful. Like hopefully, those will be the books I'm carrying forward. The books that I'm not reading in a particular month. So that's the way things work for me, because I've tried to set up a rigid TBR, but no, that doesn't work for me. So once I set all this up, I will be picking two books for this month, and I will feature them in my March hopefuls video, which I'm hoping I will soon film it. I have filmed in January and February, but I never really got into editing and posting it. So yeah. All right, so these are the 20 books that I have picked for my TBR jar. It looks good, but I think the pink dominates naturally because I read a lot of romances and I added a fantasy to it. I think I should have just added thrillers with some other genre, because thrillers look really weak. Dystopian and fantasy, I think. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the thriller, and that goes into my jar. And then 1, 2, yeah, thrillers are the least. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is dystopian and sci-fi combined, and here we go with that. And then we have romance and fantasy, and there we go. I think so I will be picking the pink ones mostly, but I will be conscious to pick the other ones as well. You know, we just I can see some of them, but I won't cheat, I promise. You can't really look from here, I guess. So yeah, there it is. This is my beloved TBR jar so that I can tackle my physical TBR. So I will be picking a book this March itself, and you can see that in my hopefuls video. So there we go. Those are the books that I am planning to read in 2025, the physical books. These are all, I already have the physical copies for all this. Most of them were in my TBR for more than 2 years, so I thought it's time I really tackle this. There are a lot more books in my physical TBR, but I think, one step at a time. So I can't do more than 20. So I'm setting a realistic goal here. At least I think it is realistic. So if I don't get to start a book in a particular month, I will carry forward it to the next month. So even though I didn't have a TBR jar in Feb, I actually picked one physical book which would have made the TBR jar if I set it up earlier. So that was Well Matched by Jen DeLuca. Well Matched by Jen DeLuca. So I involved it in my Feb TBR so that I could at least cover the physical TBR, even if I didn't make a TBR jar and pick from it. But I didn't get to start. Like I said, my reading was not so great till the late last week of Feb. So I actually carried it forward to March, and I'm hoping to read this one this month. So this will be included in my March hopeful video. And yeah, that is how I'm going to work. If something from this TBR jar I couldn't read it 1 month, I will carry it forward and I will make sure to read it by next month as well. If not, I will give up on it, I'm sure. But I'm not going to unhaul it just because I didn't cover it in this. Maybe I will try to include it in the next year, and if it does not suit me, like if I have started it and completed a significant portion and then decided that it doesn't fit me, only then I will unhaul it. Otherwise, I will give it a second chance if I think that it's just the timing is wrong, or if I'm really liking the story but not at right this moment. If things are like that, I will always give it a second chance. Other than that, if I'm not vibing with the story, there are a few books in there which I had started but I never finished, but I am giving some of them already a second chance. So if I don't get to finish it in this time, maybe I will decide to DNF and unhaul it. So I will let you know as I may make the journey, and you will be updated with my progress, hopefully. So there it is. That is my TBR jar setup. I'm really happy with the way it's turned out, although there is a lot more pink. That looks pretty. So this is my TBR jar, and I will be picking one from it in the month of March itself. So I've finally gone ahead and done it. I'm really happy that I'm working towards tackling my physical TBR. So that's it for today's video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon with my March hopefuls video. Bye.